How's it going, fellow pickers? For this video, we're going to take a look at how to play Paddy on the turnpike on the mandolin. This is a cool fiddle tune that exists in the bluegrass world as well as a few other genres, and it's a lot of fun to play. But before we jump into this tune, I did want to take a moment to mention that the channel has just passed 4,000 subscribers. And I want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching and tuning in. I really hope you're getting something out of these lessons. And in celebration, I did get some shirts made. I'm going to put the link to these shirts in the description, but I'm also going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the month where I'll be giving away one of these shirts to one of my Patreon subscribers, which is going to be chosen at random. So if you want a chance to get in on that, you can join my Patreon page, and you can also get access to every tune, every tab, every piece of sheet music that I post on my Patreon page for just $1 a month. Alright, so before we jump into the tune, there's two things that we should go over first. The scales that it uses and the chords that it uses. So first, let's take a look at the scales. This tune is in the key of G, and it uses the G scale as well as the G mixolydian scale. So the G scale is just going to be one sharp. It has the F sharp. So what we're going to do is play G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And for the 2-octave G scale, now the G mixolydian scale is going to be really close to the G scale, except it doesn't have the F sharp. It has a flattened 7th scale degree, so that turns it into an F natural. So you basically be working over the C scale, but you're just thinking of it as in the context of G. So that's going to look like this: G, A, B, C, D, E, F natural, G. And the 2-octave G mixolydian scale. Now the chords for this tune are pretty straightforward. It's going to do the same thing 4 times. So it does the same chord progression twice for the A section and twice for the B section. So pretty easy to learn. You're going to be starting on your G, F, G, G, D, G. So again, without me speaking over it. And you just play that same set of chords 4 times. Alright, so I'm going to assume that you work through those chords and the scales. Let's take a look at the melody. We're going to start on the A section, and that can be broken down into 4 phrases. The last phrase you want to pay a little extra attention to because it's going to be the same ending phrase for the A section and the B section. So if you learn it really well now, you'll be better off later in the video. So our first phrase sounds like this. And really we're just working around a G double stop. So you have the 2nd fret of your A string playing the B, and the 3rd fret of your E string playing the G. And you're going to slide into that. So you're starting on fret 1 into fret 2 of the A string, and then hitting your G. Go back to the B on fret 2 of A, and then G again. For the last little bit of this first phrase, you're going to start this. You're going to start the 3rd part the same way you started the first. So that slide in from fret 1 to 2, and then playing the G. But this time you're going to go up to the A on the 5th fret of E, and then back down to the G on fret 3. So that whole first phrase sounds like this. From there, we get into our first mixolydian idea. And what we're doing with this, starting our 2nd phrase, we're going to be, again, starting on the B and playing B, C on the 3rd fret of your A string into D on the 5th fret. And you're going to reach down and just get a neighbor tone, that C sharp on the 4th fret, and then back up to D on the 5th fret. Then play your open E, F on fret 1 of E, back down to open E, and then back to the D on fret 5 of your A string. And then just play that F, E, D, again, go down to the C sharp again on the 4th fret, open E, and then 5th fret of A, the D. And that's your second phrase. So let's play those two together. The first and second phrase. 1, 2, ready, play. So from here, we're continuing in that mixolydian idea. And we're going to be starting on our open D, playing the 2nd fret of your D string, but the E, into G on fret 5. And then go down, hit the F sharp on fret 4, and back up to G. So that part's actually kind of just a normal G scale. Then from here, you're going to walk up A, B, C, D. So 0, 2, 3, 5 on your A string. Then open E, F on fret 1 of your E string, up to the G on fret 3, back down to F, and then open E. So from there, it's pretty simple. You're just going to walk down your A string. So you have 5, 3, 2, 0 on A, or D, C, B, A. So that third phrase will sound like this. One more time. And our last phrase, and remember, this is the phrase that ends both the A and the B section. So make sure you learn this one really well. You're just going to be doing 2 slides from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret of A. You can kind of make that a little bluesy. Then play open A, G on the 5th fret of your D, E on the 2nd fret, and then back up to G. And then open D, E on fret 2, G on fret 5, B on fret 2 of A, open A, and then G on fret 5. And that's it. That's the A section. You're going to repeat that and play it 2 times. But for now, let's do it together slowly. I just have my metronome here, and we're going to work through the A section together slowly at 70 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, play. The second section starts with a G arpeggio with an F sharp passing tone. Really easy to play. We're just doing 0, 4 on the G string, and then 0, 4 on the D string, and then playing the G on fret 5. So G, B, D, F sharp, G. From here, you have another slide in from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret of the A string, open A, G. And then play B on fret 2 of A, G again. And then you're going to end that by just going down to the E on the 2nd fret and back up to the G on the 5th fret of D. And then here we get into the B section's mixolydian idea. So what we're doing here is we're walking up from the open D, playing E on fret 2, F on fret 3, G on fret 5, and then down to the 3rd fret again of D to play your F, but you can also make that a double stop if you hit the 2nd fret of your G string. Then we have a little pickup note to lead into our next little musical idea there, which is going to be the G on the 5th fret of D. And that phrase is probably the easiest. You're just playing A, G on fret 5 of D down to F, and then repeat that, and then 2 Ds. From here we go back into that G arpeggio, but we just extend it a little bit. And from there you're going to go back down to the F sharp on the 4th fret, back up to G. So refresher on that, that's 0, 4 on G, 0, 4 on D, up to G on the 5th fret, down to the F sharp on the 4th fret, and then back up to G on the 5th fret. Then play your open A, B on fret 2, open A, B on fret 2, the C on fret 3, and then the D on fret 5. And then for our last phrase of the B section, we end it the same way we ended the first section. And what we do with that, in case you don't remember, is we're just doing 2 slides from the 1st to the 2nd fret. Open A, G on fret 5 of your D string, down to 2 on D, back up to the 5 of G, and then 0, 2, 5 on your D string, fret 2 on your A string, open A, G on fret 5. So the B section will be played twice, just like the A section was. Let's play it together slowly. Alright, so let's take the B section together at 70 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play.